Alright, hello and salutations everyone. Welcome to another episode of Bottle Digging. We'll be in a new spot for this episode, and if you're wondering why it took so long to come back to Bottle Digging, I'll explain that right now. And if you don't want to listen to this, then go be my guest and skip ahead the video. I really don't care. So, Bottle Digging obviously would get hosted by winter months. However, right now it's August. It's the end of summer, I say as I trip over everything. So, I really didn't have any excuse weather-wise to not do bottle digging. I just frankly didn't want to do it, to be totally honest. The hole that I've been working at the beginning of the series and up until the very last episode, not counting this one, that hole got filled in. I don't know by who, but you remember how it was right next to a road? Someone just kind of came by and dumped like a bunch of logs and stuff out of their truck maybe or something, and it just completely filled in the hole I was digging in. And also, at the same time that happened, my shovel broke, and it was just all going downhill from there. So I stopped doing it for a while just to kind of get away from it, and plus I wasn't really, I'll be honest, I just wasn't really feeling like doing it, to be totally honest, I guess. But I was in the woods at a school nearby with my friend, and we found some areas that could potentially be good bottle dumps, so that's why I'm coming today. He'll be showing up later. His name's Aufman. He'll probably be on video. There's 3 spots, one of which is right in front of me, actually. Well, it's a little bit ahead. And then 2 that are further down this hill that's in front of me over here. So, there's also an abandoned house down at the very bottom of that hill. There's no way in hell you'll be able to see it, but like right here, there's an abandoned house. So we'll probably be making an urban exploring video of that house, because it's pretty cool actually. There's still a lot of stuff in it. So here's the first bottle dump right here. You might be able to see some glass. And we found a few things already just lying on the ground. So you can see we kind of kicked it up with our shoes just to see how much glass was actually here. And there's a lot. So here's the things we found. Leaf in my shoe. Yeah, there's a lot of animals around this area, like birds and deer, because no one comes in these woods. So if you hear a lot of noises, that's just annoying. I'm sorry. But we found a few things right here. We found this little jar, which I think had honey in it. I'm not entirely sure. This little square jar right here. This little perfume bottle. And this little green bottle that I have no clue what went in. But I've never seen a little green bottle. That's why I'm keeping that one, because I think it's cool looking. And I know, I should say this, I know that a lot of stuff I find isn't exactly like old or like from a long time ago, but I still like everything I find. I just keep anything I find almost. And I know some people don't agree with that, but I don't really care. Also, I did find an old Barbasol jar, like shaving cream, from the 1950s, and it cleaned up really nice. I have it at my house, and I'll show it to you at the end of this video like I do at the end of every bottle digging, along with everything else that I find. So without further ado, I think I'm going to start digging after that 3-minute intro. Alright, so I've been digging for probably 30 seconds, and you can see I kind of like started a hole right here. I just like dug out a circle and then tried to pull out a huge clump, and I already found some cool stuff. Nothing worth keeping. Well, one thing is worth keeping, but I thought I'd show you this because I think this is really cool. So I found this little like box, which I thought was metal, but it's not. It's like plastic. And so I lifted the lid off, and there's this little blue thing in it. And I know it's hard to read, but it says Gillette Blue Blades, and I'm not sure if this is like there's focus. I'm not sure if this is like spare blades for razors or something, because I know Gillette's a razor company. That's obviously not worth keeping because that's kind of gross, but I thought it was really cool actually. And as soon as I turned over this huge pile of dirt right here, you'll notice right here, there's a little marble. Now I've never actually found a marble at a bottle dump. I found a clay marble buried by that deer statue, if you remember from one of the episodes. And I also found a bunch of marbles buried under my house whenever they were building it. I never actually found one in a bottle dump because they're so small and hard to see. But that's really cool, so I'll put this in this little, this little jar right here, so I remember to take it home today. So yeah, I thought this was going to be a bust because it's really hard to dig because of so many tree roots. But I mean, once I get through them all, like I did right here, I mean, I just turned it over and I already found some cool stuff. Here's a big neck to a bottle. I'm not sure, it's not that old because it has a twisty top, but that could have been cool either way. Here's a shot glass that's almost in one piece, so I'll keep that just to show my friend. But there you can see there's that little chip in it. So yeah, this is producing some really cool stuff, so I'll get back if I find anything new. Alright guys, just a little update. I think I found my first bottle, but before I dig it out, I'll show you a bunch of jars that I found. I found 3. This one's just a regular Heinz jar, and I don't think I'm going to keep it just because I already have one of these. But I just thought I'd show you. This one is also a Heinz jar, but it has the original lid on it. And my friend Carly, she took a Heinz jar that we found yesterday that had like the blue label on it. So I'm going to keep this for her just in case, because she might want it. I found this jar, which I'm keeping because I like the shape of it. It's like almost triangular. The base is wider than the actual lid, and it has these little like stripes around the bottom. I think it's pretty cool. I don't know what this is. This is a piece of glass, but it's almost perfectly circular. There's no way this came off of a bottle or anything, so I'm not sure what it is, to be totally honest with you guys. If you guys can give me any information on this, please do, because I'm not keeping it as far as I know. And I also found a spoon. Again, I'm not keeping this, but I think it's just funny, you know. Find the most random stuff down here. Okay, so here's the bottle down here. I'm not sure if you can see it because it's one of those infamous brown bottles. It's hard to see. Oh, you can definitely see that. Let's get some of the stuff out from around it, like this rock right here. Oh, there might be another bottle right here. Holy shit. This might, oh, no, it's broken. It was a cup of some sort with fancy little flowery decorations. Okay, here's the neck to a bottle. Okay, so let's get this bottle out. Basically just sitting here. Oh, it's broken. Yep, it has embossing on it, but it's just like, it's not anything neat. It just says like how much it is, like 1 liter. Still has the original screw cap on it. That still works really well. As you can see, I'm just screwing it off right now. But, as you can see, this is a pretty good, oh, it's still gone. As you can see, this is a pretty good dump. I mean, I've only dug maybe like 2 feet by 1 feet here, and I've already found all that stuff. I mean, 10 out of 10 for me for finding this with my friend. And I'll be back with an update on what I find later. Alright, another little update. I have a Clorox bottle sticking out of the ground right here. But I'll get that in a second after I show you the other cool things that I found. Only 2 things no to keeping. I found a blue marble. It's just like the other one, so I'll just show it to you at the end. No need showing you it now. I found a fork that is pretty cool because it actually matches like the handle of the spoon. Again, not keeping those, but I just think they're cool how they match and everything. This I thought was pretty cool. It's an old crushed up can that I'm not keeping. But if you read the label, let me focus it in. It says frozen concentrate for lemonade. So this is like stuff you would freeze and then melt and mix with water, and it would make lemonade. So I think that was pretty cool just because you could still read it and everything. I found another jar. Not keeping this one because it's just another blank jar without anything on it. I found this little itty bitty green medicine bottle. And again, I love the green bottles, and the tiny ones are my favorites. So I'm keeping this guy. Don't know if he's worth anything or not, but I like him. So I'll keep him just in case. I have a bag full of water, so if you're wondering how I get all this stuff home, that's how. So now onto the kit and caboodle right here, the Clorox bottle. I will say I have found these in earlier episodes, but I mean, why the hell wouldn't I take us home? You can read the bottom of it right there. I'm not sure if you can read that, but it says Clorox in the bottom. So let's slide it out and see if it's, oh, this is a bigger one than the one I have. And yes, it's complete, and this is definitely worth keeping. It has the original screw-on lid to it. The lid says Clorox right there. And you can see it has embossing all around that says Clorox, 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 because obviously they didn't want like a kid drinking this or something. This is freaking cool because this is bigger than the one I have at my house. So yeah, I'll definitely keep this one. If I remember, I'll compare it to the other Clorox bottle I have to show you the size difference. They do have bigger ones than that have like a jug handle to them because they're so big. But yeah, so that's about it. Oh wait, what's this? There might be a little baby medicine bottle right here, and there is. What's it say on the side? There's a little thing outside. It says Whitehall. Not sure what that means, but since it has embossing, I might as well keep it. There's just stuff like coming out all over the place, and thank God I brought a bag because normally I'd just carry this stuff home, but I had to walk to the school and then walk through the woods. Oh, sorry, focus is way out right there. So, yeah, there's just stuff spilling out everywhere. My friend's on his way down, so probably in the next section of the video he'll be in it, unless I find something like right now. But for now, I'll be back with the next things. Alright, my friend Aufman showed up. He's helping dig now because I've been digging the 2 by 2 foot by 2 foot hole so far. So here's everything we found so far. This is all stuff that I'm not like really keeping, but I figured I'd show you guys. This big ass jar, which I don't know what went in it. And then another little Heinz jar. This little bottle, which I don't know what was in it. A medicine bottle. And here's the Clorox bottle I was talking about earlier. The really big one with the jug handle to it. Obviously this one's broken. What the hell is this?
No idea. It's intact.
It's like a face cream jar. I have no clue what this is.
Cool though.
Yeah, look at the shape of it. Alright, and I'd also show you this. This was buried standing upright in the ground, and you can see the layer of water in it. And let me just show you for perspective. This is just like rainwater and stuff that came out over the years. Now the dirt's clogging it up so it can't even spill out. Again, I don't want any of this stuff, but I just thought I'd show it all because it came out of the hole, so, you know, figured I'd show you. So I'll show you anything else we come up with, but that's it for right now. Alright, he's still digging. He's been finding a lot of good stuff. And, here's a little update on things we found that I haven't showed you. We just found another regular old jar, not keeping it as usual. This tiny little baby bottle. Don't know what it was, but it's brown. I'm trying to get it out of, like, the sun reflection. We found a fuse from an old fuse box. Where's the good lighting? Get that to focus. Not sure what that could be worth. Here's the lid, a lid. I'm not sure what it was. It's made of metal. The lid, Patrick. This bottle, I'm not sure what it is, but it held Duraglass, as you can see here, and it has a little like symbol up here. I thought it was a 3, but it's not a 3, so I don't know what it is. I'm not keeping that. These last two I will be keeping. This is a little brown medicine bottle, and if you look at the bottom, you can tell it's shaped like a hexagon, and it says Drug Package Incorporated. And this I'm not sure about, but it's pretty cool. It's like an olive oil bottle or something like that. I can't. Don't kill yourself.
I shan't.
This is like an olive oil bottle or something. I'm not sure, but it's shaped pretty cool. I can't get the lid off, so I'll probably have to break it off in the long run. But there's still stuff inside of it, so that's why I have to do that. So the hole literally has not gotten, honestly, any bigger until right now because we're extending it. And we just keep finding more shit in it. So, I mean, this is a pretty good day. Alright, hole's a little bit bigger. Found a lot more stuff in it. He's digging it again. He's been doing most of the digging since he got here, really. Here's an update on the stuff. I'll tell you what I am and am not keeping. Here's a large piece of a bowl. It's obviously broken, so no need in keeping that, but I like to show you guys just everything neat that we find, or that intrigues me, I should say. Here's another face cream jar, but it has big rust stains on it. Oh, this was shampoo. It says right on the side. Oh, let's get that in focus. Are you going to focus today, tomorrow, or next week? There we go. Alright, I'm not keeping that still, because you can't read most of it. Here's just a Heinz ketchup bottle. I have enough of these. I'm not keeping this one. Here's a little aspirin bottle. I think this is cool. It says on the side, Bear aspirin on both sides, so I'll keep that. This is a big question mark for me, guys. If you can tell me what this is, I would much appreciate it. I don't know what this is. I think it's a beer bottle. Same with this one. Here's just another classic jar. We've been finding a lot of these, but again, I figured I'd show you how many of these things are actually coming out. Nice big tree root. And lastly, oh, that's rolling away. Lastly, a nice little syrup bottle. This one's smaller than the one I own, but it's also a lot nicer and not broken like the one I own. So I'm definitely keeping that. He was smart and updated me that that little circular piece of glass I found at the beginning of the episode was probably like a bifocal or piece of glasses or something, which would make sense. I never thought of that. So yeah, the hole keeps getting bigger. In the wall he's standing above, we've been finding like nothing but tin cans. Don't fall, please don't fall. I'll just laugh. But yeah, so that's basically it for right now. I'll keep you posted on anything else new we find. Alright, the hole is not much bigger. We've just been finding so much shit that it takes forever to expand the hole because of the sole fact that you have to get so much stuff out of the way. I mean, tin cans, we found lids, and I'm updating you right now. Jesus Christ. Updating you now on what we found. We just found a piece of a plate. Here's an old pot lid. Obviously not keeping this. The original handle was still with it. It kind of came off, though, when I held it by it. I'm going to use it as Frisbee. Here's a bottle that I'm not sure, I think ketchup maybe. Another one of those jars that we just keep finding. Haven't been doing anything with these besides whaling them at trees. This is the only keeper so far at this pile, and it's an old shoe polish bottle. Esquire Scuff Coat, I think it says. Or I'm not sure if that's what it says. That's what he guesstimated, which sounds correct. I've never heard of that, though. So yeah, I guess we'll just keep digging for right now. I mean, we're just finding so much. Literally, stuff's just... Oh, crap, fell back in. But if you saw that, he just literally just reached in and pulled out another ketchup bottle. And I'm not going to lie, as I look down, I just see more stuff everywhere. Of course. I mean, this is pretty cool. So here's another ketchup bottle. Not keeping this. But I guess good to show you guys. So I'll actually pull some stuff out on camera just to show you guys what I see here. Because right now I'm looking at potentially like 3 or 4 things that could be whole. So here's a bottle neck right here. It's whole. It's a beer bottle. Not keeping that, but figured I'd show you guys it coming out. You see the bottom to like a jar or something right here? There's a sardine tin over it. Told you I've been finding a lot of these sardine tins. Alright, here's the bottom of the thing I was showing. Yep, it's a little baby jar. Not keeping it. What's this? Oh, here's another piece of that bowl I showed you guys earlier. Anything else shown right now? Oh, yep, here's a... Oh, there's the bottom of a big bottle. I can't get that out with one hand. And over here, there's this little white thing right here. If you can see, try to get it in focus. No, it's a little cream cheese jar. I have one of these already. So yeah, that's just showing you guys how much shit's coming out of here. So to put that in perspective for you, I just, in like a square foot area, I just pulled out 3 whole things. So yeah, that's basically how it's been going so far. So stick around for later. All right, he was on temporary medical leave because he cut his finger, but it should be good now. So he's down to digging again. I was digging for a little bit. We haven't found much. In the very...
I'm sorry. I'm sorry about your bag.
He threw dirt into my bag. That's fine. In the very last section of the video, I said I felt the bottom of what was a big bottle. Turned out to be an oddly shaped jar, and whenever I took the lid off, it smelled so bad. Like, it smelled like legitimate shit. And you can even ask him.
Yeah.
It's filled up the entire area, and I just wailed it. It smelled so bad. You can see the stain on that tree from us throwing bottles with liquid still in them at it. We've been drinking our water, so we're still hydrated for all of you that give a shit. But so here's what we found recently. Only one keeper here out of these 3. Let's get them in focus here. Here's just another jar, and again, we've been finding a shit ton of these. This one has liquid in it, so we'll throw it at the tree. Another ketchup bottle, Heinz Classic. But I don't know what this bottle is. It could be black glass. I can't really tell because it won't come clean with just my thumb. It could also be brown glass. It's black glass, so it's pretty cool. It has a neat design on the side, as you can see. Let's try to get it better focus. You can see this design down the side of it. So here's the keeping pile so far. I'll show you everything all cleaned up at the end. Most of these probably aren't going to come very clean because it's hard to clean ones with like a small opening to the top of it. But that's not a huge deal to me. So there's the keeping pile so far. We're still digging. We found some good spots where he's digging right now. There's a lot of tin cans, so there's probably a lot of bottles there too. So yeah, I'll just keep you updated. Alright, we were expanding the hole a little bit in the process. We found a few bottles that I'll show you in a minute, but there's one sticking out right here that I figured I'd show you. I'm pretty sure it's another syrup bottle, now that I'm looking at the side of it.
Looks like it.
Oh, it's a little one. Actually, I think it's the same one, never mind. But yeah, it's another syrup bottle. It's the exact same one. I guess I'll take both and see which one cleans up better. But we'll add that one to the pile. There it is right next to the other one. And so here's what we found. We found a big jar, not keeping it. 2 little baby bottles. Don't know what either of these are. Not like they feed babies, but like they're little tiny ones. And then this huge ass blob top bottle. It has the cool old top that everyone loves. But I mean, it's really cracked, as you can see right here. I'm not sure if that's from my shovel or not. I'll keep it for right now unless it breaks, which I'll probably end up breaking it on the way home. So here's the keeping pile so far. We're just expanding that hole that I found that syrup bottle in for right now. A lot of tree roots there from this dead tree right here. So I'll see you guys later. Alright, he's trying to find a new walking stick because he broke his poking at a pile of dirt. We found a pot. Here's the original handle of it that broke off when I pulled it out. You can see it would go like that. Not keeping that. Here's the 3 things I already showed you. I kind of didn't do anything with them yet because we've been digging so much. And here's this. This is the only find I'm keeping out of this pile. It's a paint thinner bottle. It's pretty cool. It had some liquid in it. I didn't smell it because God forbid it was actually paint thinner and I just sniffed it. But yeah, so I'll be putting that up with the rest of them. The hole's gotten significantly bigger. Right in this little... Wait, let's focus that better. Right in this little area right here, it's hard to see because of the shadows, light versus dark. But there is a hole right there that we've been digging in. It's been spitting out some good stuff. So yeah, we'll keep digging. It's about 11:15 right now, and I'm going to be leaving at noon because I have to go eat lunch and then we have to go to a party later. But yeah, I'm sure we'll be back here making another video eventually. Alright, we're still digging. We'll probably dig for about a half hour more, and then we have to leave. Here's some things we found. Here's a large piece of like a giant pitcher. We found more pieces of it, but this is the biggest piece we found, so it has like the whole base to it and everything. Obviously, I'm not keeping this because this is how it is. Another Heinz ketchup, or not Heinz, yeah, Heinz, because I see the 57 on it. Another ketchup bottle. This little medicine, or little, this big medicine bottle, which I'm keeping. And this tiny little jar, which I'm not sure what was in it, so I guess I'll keep it. I don't actually know what it is. But yeah, so there's the finds for right now for me. He doesn't keep any of this stuff. He's just here for the hell of it. But yeah, fun times when you can't dig, because we're on a huge ass slant. I don't know if you can tell by looking, but like the ground goes this way. And it's really hard to dig because we're on a just permanent slant going downwards. So yeah, we'll dig for about another half hour and see what happens. Alright, someone's finger decided to start bleeding again, so we're on temporary leave again. We have about 20 minutes left, so I figured I'd show you a few things we found. We found a Band-Aid like package, like a little metal tin that had Band-Aids in it. It also had this tiny little medicine bottle in it with the original label still on it. I can't make out any words on it, or hardly any. None that are actually like helpful to figure out what was on this. And we also have this, which is like a test, I don't know. I say it's a test tube.
Yeah.
It's just like a long glass tube. One end has a rounded edge, the other one's just hollow. And this is a pretty cool bottle, that's what I tried to say. It says Bromo Seltzer right here in tiny little letters. It's not going to show up very well. But yeah, I'll keep that because it's the only blue one we've found intact so far. Not keeping any of these though. This will be fun to break. But yeah, we'll dig for the next like 15 minutes or so, but we gotta leave soon. Alright, here are all the finds for this episode. I figured I'd go through each one more individually and talk about them since this was such a successful episode. Normally I'd come back with like 1 or 2 bottles, but this time we have like this many. A whole towel covered in them. I mean, this is quite a lot, honestly. So we'll just go down in a row, not really doing anything. This is the aspirin bottle. I'm not sure if you'll be able to read this because it's like clear on clear. But it says Bayer aspirin. That's all it is. I just kept it because it said aspirin on the side. This is, I'm not sure what this bottle held. I said it looked like olive juice or vinegar or something. But I'm really bad at guessing that kind of stuff. It could have been a soda bottle for all I know. If you remember, this was actually found on video. Aufman was digging and he just kind of threw this out. And I was like, oh, what's that? And I kept it. And I think it looked pretty good. It cleaned up pretty well. I don't know what it was. I'm assuming it was face cream, but I'm not sure. Here's the little Bromo Seltzer bottle we found. Let's see if you can focus on this. This came kind of clean. The inside's still kind of dirty, as you can see. Actually, I'm not sure if you can see. But it's kind of dirty. It's not horrible, though. It's pretty nice. This jar I just kept because I like the shape of it. It didn't come clean, like, very well at all. I'm thinking this stuff right here is labeled because it's on the outside, but it still won't come off. I tried really hard. Here's the bottle where I thought it might have been black glass, but it's not. It's actually clear. If you look at the bottom, you can kind of see through it. You can see my finger moving. I don't know what it is. There's like ink or something stored in there, and it's just stuck inside there. It won't come out no matter how hard I try. So it's not black glass, whatever, like I thought it was. Here is the syrup bottle I found. And if you remember, I found 2 of these. I got rid of one because it had all kind of rust and stuff on it. But this one came out pretty much spotless, honestly. I was really impressed when I saw this one. I do have another syrup bottle similar to that, but there's a big crack in the back of it. I'll try to remember to show it to you in another episode because I didn't bother getting it for this episode. Sorry, not sorry. Here's the Clorox bottle. This one's pretty cool. Came out really clean first of all. You can read the Clorox up there perfectly and on the lid. I know it's upside down, I'm sorry. But down here you can also read it pretty well. It's inside the diamond. Again, it's upside down, I'm sorry. But for size comparison, I remember I told you there's a small, medium, and a large one. The large one had the jug handle, which I never found yet. This is the medium one, and I do have a small one right here for you guys. Here's the small one. In size comparison, obviously this one's the small one. Now the small one doesn't have any embossing on it, but it does have the little diamond thing on the bottom that says Clorox. This one's a lot older though because it actually has a cork top to it, whereas this one just has a screw top. So that's why I brought that Clorox bottle down here. I'm pretty sure I actually found that on video. Not sure though. Okay, so moving on. This is the paint thinner bottle. A lot of the words on the back, you can see there's a little bit left, but a lot of the words came off when I was cleaning it. Couldn't really do anything about that. I still think it's cool and my dad likes it because he never thought paint thinner would ever be stored in a glass bottle. Here's a perfume bottle. I never found this on video because this was just found laying on the ground whenever we first discovered the bottle a few days ago. There's dirt stuck inside of it that I couldn't get out. Actually, there's a huge clump of like roots and stuff stuck in it that I used a bendy straw to get out. But, I mean, it worked, so hell. There's the 2 marbles that I found. I didn't show you the blue one. These will go with all the other marbles that I have, which I do remember now that I did show you guys, so I won't show you the rest of them. This little jar I just kept because I could. I mean, I have no clue what was in this. If you could tell me, that'd be great, because there's no writing or anything on it. It's just a little jar. Same with this bottle. If you can tell me, it's a square. And if you can tell me what was in this, it'd be great, because I have no clue. It's a screw top. I just kept it because I like the shape of it. This jar, again, big question mark. I said it looked like a honey jar, but I don't know. I could be completely wrong on that, too. The only thing I know about this is what I used to store my marbles in that I found, because I don't want to lose my marbles. This is a little medicine bottle. I'm not sure what was in it, but I like the little bottles, and I also like the green ones, because green's not that common. I know blue is rare, but I mean the green one's not too common either. I have only 2 here, so I figured I'd keep this one just because I like the shape of it too, and it has a little design on the side. So I figured I'd keep it. That's what I was trying to say. Kind of reading a text that I just got. Here's this big medicine bottle that I found. It came relatively clean. There's some dirt stuck in the side over here, but not too big of a deal. I don't really care. No writing or anything on it. I just kept it, honestly, because I think there's a company name on the bottom. It says, Kaner or Geiner. I'm not sure. I'm not sure, guys. Sorry. Here's the little hexagonal brown bottle we found. It says Drug Package Incorporated on the bottom. That's the only reason I kept it, really. Because of that. I'm not sure what medicine was in there. Again, if you can tell me anything about any of these bottles, please do, because I would like it. There's the shoe polish bottle. This one was the biggest disappointment cleaning-wise, because I could not get it clean. Esquire, whatever that says, I don't remember. It's pretty dirty still, and that's the cleanest. I promise you that's the cleanest I could get it. I spent like an hour just on this one. This little bottle, nothing to say about this one. Again, if you can tell me, please do. It's just green, cylindrical, nothing on it. This one had, oh, I'm not sure what it was. I think it's a medicine bottle. It says Whitehall on each side of it. That's basically it. And here's the Heinz jar that I kept for my friend. I might as well show you guys this. This didn't come very clean, but I'm sure she'll still like it. I don't really care either way, because, I mean, I just took it because I could. It was either going to go there or get broken. So the last thing I'll show you is this. Ooh, it's a Barbasol jar. I found this laying on the ground on a different bottle dump that we'll dig up later. You can see each letter is like individually on each side, and it's shaped like an octagon. So I think it's really cool. Wait, is it an octagon? B-A... Hold on, I have to count with my fingers. B-A-R-B-O-S-O-L. Yeah, it's an octagon. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. I like it, and it came pretty clean when I cleaned it off. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. So let me stand up and give you, like, an upper view of all the finds. So, thank you guys for watching, and I'll probably be doing this again, believe it or not. Didn't think I was going to continue bottle digging. But since we found a good spot, I will. So, thank you for watching, and please leave a like or subscribe.